Teachers love to include questions that assess multiple topics and skills in exams. It's like an all-in-one package. This is exactly what this question does and is the reason why I've picked it for this video. It's going to test your understanding of arithmetic and geometric sequences plus your algebra skills. This question is very similar to the one covered in the arithmetic sequences common exam question video, so if you haven't watched that one yet, you might find it useful to do so. Now before we start, let's recap the formulas we'll need. For the arithmetic sequence component, we'll need the fact that T3 minus T2 is equal to T2 minus T1. And for the geometric component, T3 on T2 is equal to T2 on T1. That is, a common ratio between the third and second terms is the same as the ratio between the second and first terms. You can see that we have two unknowns, so we'll have to set up a simultaneous equation to solve them. For the arithmetic side, we have T3y minus T2x is equal to T2, which is x, minus T3, which is 1. Let's tidy this up a bit by moving the x across to the right hand side. Now this forms our first equation. On the geometric side, we have T3x over T2y, which equals T2, which is y, over T1, which is 1. Let's tidy this up by multiplying the y across to the right hand side, and this forms our second equation. Now we need to solve these two equations simultaneously. I'll sub equation 2 into 1, and this gets me y is equal to 2y squared minus 1. Moving the y to the right hand side, I get 2y squared minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. Factorizing this quadratic gets me y minus 1 into 2y plus 1. And solving this gets me y is equal to 1 and y is equal to minus half. Now let's find the corresponding x values by plugging these into the second equation. 1 squared is 1, which gives us x is equal to 1. And negative half squared gives us x is equal to a quarter. Now let's take a look at the first set of values. If we plug this into our sequence, it gives us 1, 1, and 1, which doesn't count as an arithmetic or geometric series. So x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1 isn't a viable solution. Let's take a look at our second set of values. For the arithmetic sequence, we have 1, a quarter, and negative half. You can see that the difference is negative 3/4 between each term. And for the geometric sequence, we have 1, negative half, and a quarter. The common ratio here is negative half. So you can see that these values of x and y allow us to form a geometric and arithmetic sequence. And so then this is the answer to our question.